feel kind of a good test run for you guys this opening days, knocking on the doors. Just how good did it feel to be out there today and kind of get in the groove of things?
Yeah, I mean, we've been getting after it the last week, and so the kids are ready to play. So I think today just a trial run with some fans and some energy was pretty awesome. And gosh, it's just a beautiful day out for some softball, so it feels like spring right now. So we're definitely excited.
What did you see? Obviously, this is a moment for the freshmen where they're kind of starting to get it feels like, and I think a lot of them had pretty nice moments today. How impressed were you with how they handled the moment?
Yeah, I'd give that to our upperclassmen for really getting them comfortable to be able to be in these environments. And there's many more ahead for them, but if this is how we're going to respond to maybe a little bit of nervousness or excitement, I think we're in a good spot for growing. So I think it was great for Danley to make some adjustments from yesterday to today. Just not overwhelmed, just doing her thing. That was awesome. And Jay's playing some good third base. And, we just got some really good growing moments going on. So I would say that our upperclassmen have done a really good job to put them in a position to grow.
You mentioned, you got a few pitchers in there. How big was this, in front of fans for some of them the first time, but a lot of them just get in front of fans ahead of next week? How big is that?
Yeah, no, it's huge. I think one is just the respect for all the teams before us to build this. So Fan Day has been a slow build, and to talk about why we do Fan Day and how important it is to recognize our fan base and to celebrate the starting of softball. So I think for our freshmen to understand, you're getting ready to embark on a journey with the people in the seat and the people in the field. They're just a big part of you. So it's just really cool to share that today. And we're just excited to start playing.
You talk about how special it is having all those fans out there. Just for you to kind of talk about the growth that you've seen in the sport and that fan support, what does that mean to you personally to see everybody come out here, sitting in the sun and enjoying the girls?
Yeah, it's fun because when you look in the stands, it's familiar faces. So, I think you see coaches bringing teams. So they're looking for the growth of softball. You're seeing boosters and supporters that have been a part of the program for a long time. That's a familiar face. You're seeing obviously parents and friends, football players, soccer coaches, soccer players, just the full family atmosphere. So I think that's the neat thing is just how much this game has grown here in our community. And, our girls are embracing the leadership part of that. It's there's some kids here that will be playing on this field someday, and that's just super cool to see.
For the, you had planned out the party deck, the extension of it, to see it come, where fans sitting out there. What was that like? Does this look out there and see, your plan coming to fruition?
Yeah, I think, again, people lined up for the gates to open. I think that's a really, really neat feeling to know that people want to get in to get the front row seat, and there's a lot of front row seats out there. So now there's an addition to, it's like the left field lounge there with Mudge out there, but you're in that corner. It is like you're playing left field. It is, I sat out there the other day and I was like, this is just really a cool spot. So I could see people wanting to sit out there, but I think that it's unique. It's a very unique setting, and fans are right on top of you. So that makes it a very intimate setting too for a good fan base. And we have a very good, strong, sportsmanship fan base. They're behind us for the right reasons, so it's a really cool atmosphere to play in.
You had mentioned how you try to surprise the seniors every year. Was there a specific reason you chose the band to help you out this year?
David Plack is amazing. He's just, again, a pillar of Florida State. He just loves Florida State, and he loves the energy of the band, and has such pride in the Marching Chiefs, and they have such pride. And so I think for us, every year we try to learn what the fight song is, when Uprising is playing, try to understand those pieces. And so we do an education piece on it. And so it's always pretty special for the seniors every year. So I try to figure out what days to, at the end of practice, surprise them. So I knew the senior class was expecting a practice. And so today was kind of fun to show the fans, how great they are, but then surprise them with a little bit. So yeah, definitely got them, choked up. You start to realize, this is my last fan day. This is my last. You want to be in the present, but it's so cool that it's emotional to them because this place is very special.
Some of them started playing too.
They did, yeah. They love that. They want to jump on those, drums, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Coach, obviously Mike Martin passed away this week. A somber time for the baseball community. Is there anything you'd like to touch on? Maybe any Mike Martin stories that you have that you might like to share?
Yeah. I think that I was very lucky to come in as a younger coach and be around, I would say a throwback coach. I think Coach Bowden was a little throwback, 11's a little throwback. Of course, I love the game of baseball, so I tried to get over there as much as I could and, sit behind the turtle and just take in all the information that he would share with us and his players would share with us. So I'm grateful for that. But, I think when I think about Coach Martin and the family atmosphere they had over there, and Carol and the family and Junior, and they just did it in such a prideful way of loving people. And so, I got that from Coach Bowden too. And so in today's world of coaching, it's really hard, NIL and all these things have created a different kind of transactional world. And, I think that we all want to live in the transformational side. And so knowing that was here and that was a big part of their growth, it just, it makes you smile and, happy to know that I got to see that firsthand, and others will hear the stories of it, so I hope to live that, that they taught me on that side, and that's what Florida State's all about. But, and I also know that it's a lot of times down at Florida, rivalry, right? Those managers down there would always be behind me, and they talk about, bagel street, because he would always have that on a thing, and I would turn around. I think they were trying to razz me, but on the other side, I'm like, that's so cool. His just little accent, and just it was so unique, and he was always him. He always stayed him, and he stayed true to him, and I appreciate that. So, didn't rag me at all. It didn't get me fired up, because I would just turn to laugh and be like, that is Coach Martin. So it's cute. Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you.